In this game, Zero is being subjected to a drug called Chronos, which heightens his senses and his natural reflexes. In this state, he's able to slow down time and even reflect bullets back at his enemies. One of the unique features that this game offers for those who choose to play it is that story text and dialogue isn't simply static text on the screen. It changes, it fluctuates, it becomes glowing like neon lights. It emphasizes the mood and tone of certain themes in the storyline. You also interact with it. When you make a choice, that decision of your choice of how you answer a specific question, a segment in your playthrough, could dictate the outcome of the story or even the beginning of a scene. Welcome back everyone to Kensho, the Art of Gaming YouTube channel. I'm Julian L. Thomas, and time is a weapon in this game. Death is one hit away. Released in 2019 by Askiisoft, Katana Zero is a razor-sharp, side-scrolling cyberpunk masterpiece. You are Subject Zero, a bathrobe-clad assassin who controls time using a drug called Chronos. There are no health bars in this game. It's just pure, flawless execution expected. Bullet deflecting combat and a mind-bending story that cuts deep. The game gives you an impression that you're being filmed, and through the video photography that's being recorded, you could replay back scenes as they actually happen. Another unique feature about this game is not only is there a modality of player versus environment, but you get to interact with objects in your background in your scenes. They have certain utilities. You could use them to eliminate your foes or find a useful use for it in game. Another aspect of the game is that the environment is constantly shifting. You don't know what to inspect, but you also can turn the environment to your advantage. We are a contracted assassin. As an assassin, our foes are many. Our enemies are in a variety. We don't know who we expect on any given level, but we are able to use our environment to our advantage. There is a plethora of different enemies that you be first with. They each vary in difficulty, each with unique weapons or skills. They could fling objects. They seem very aware, and they're not just static NPCs. The game takes on a mature theme. The language is adult. There's parental aggression advised in a game like this. There is blood, gore, themes of crime or murder, and our main protagonist does the best he can to carry us through the storyline. This is a diverse dialogue. It's in depth, and it really gets into our character's background, and we understand why he does what he does, and what's happening in the story as we make progress. Yes, there is some aspect of player versus environment to the game, but you can also interact with the objects that are in your environment. You have this apartment, and all throughout the level there are different zones and areas that designate certain items you can interact with. Each item could be like a TV or a cup of tea you might drink, or a character you might meet unexpectedly. You see, the Chronos drug that Zero is being administered has some unknown side effects. We don't know if the reality we're perceiving is actually in existence. In other words, it could just be a fragment of our broken mind, our imagination running wild.